Welcome to Mike Dub 27 Day Trader. And today we are going to be starting off with Lucid. Why? Because they have their earnings call coming up tomorrow. Now, I'm not giving any type of financial advice, nor am I telling you to buy any particular type of stock. But Lucid, which lives in the 250 mark, just dropped down to the 230s. 237. And you know it's going back up. So you know what that means. You know what that means. Yeah, exactly. I don't even have to say it. Now, as far as the earnings call goes, let's go ahead over here to the earnings report. And it's estimated to do 0.23 per share. Now, I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to do better than that with all these new deals that they've been doing and these partnerships that they've been having lately. I think Lucid is actually going to outperform that. I'm not saying they're going to be in the positives because they're far away from that. But I think that 0.23 is actually going to be negative 0.23 is going to be negative 0.21, between negative 0.20 and negative 0.21. And that's why I'm seeing it. That's because they've definitely been doing some work. When you look at today's high at 253, today's low at 235, but that volume stand at around 81 million. So they're definitely making some moves. Right here it says Lucid Q1 earnings preview, lower price vehicles, tariff concerns, market share gains from Tesla, top items to watch. So of course we already know about the less expensive vehicles that they're supposed to be coming out with come 2026. But even with that, just looking at it from a just a trading standpoint, it's in a good space to buy at a discount. Here's another one. What's going on with Lucid stock on Monday? Lucid stock, INC, Lucid announced Monday that it has formed a strategic alliance with Saudi Arabia's King Abdullah University of Science and Technology, or COST. Now, let's see what that is. COST will provide access to its research facilities and high-powered computing resources as Lucid pushes ahead in developing high-efficiency EV components. All right, so Lucid's going to fall back on Saudi Arabia for their EV components instead of being locked in with warehouses in China like a lot of other EV companies. Says the partnership prioritizes breakthroughs in materials science and a goal of improving both the durability and performance of electric vehicles. What seems to be the direction that Lucid's going in the first place? They already have one of the fastest charging units, and they also have one of the best panels for like controls and stuff inside of the vehicles. Their IU works pretty good, or IO. Cost world-class research infrastructure and talent has the potential to further boost our technology leadership in many dimensions. And then it talks about ADAs and AD roadmap, bringing cutting-edge innovations from the lab to the road, said Lucid's interim CEO Mark Winterhoff. Mark's doing his thing to be interim CEO. He's definitely trying to earn that position, but I don't know if he wants to be there for the long haul, because it's very stressful. It says this collaboration will strengthen our global R&D footprint, bringing additional resources to bear in our efforts to continue as a leader in EV powertrain battery system, advanced materials, and software-defined vehicle platforms. So yeah, so we can definitely see. Oh, what is it saying about AI? And this is Eric Bach. Says it dramatically enhances our ability to develop advanced fluids, materials, and alloys, simulate real world physics for crash safety and structural optimization, model fluid dynamics and thermal transfer, analyze electromagnetic flux, and accelerate AI training for digital twin technology, autonomous systems, and large language models, said SVP of Product and Chief Engineering at Lucid, Eric Bach. So we can see we're getting some optimism right here with Lucid. So that's not bad. Makes it actually worth talking about it for once. But yeah, if Lucid's target is at 330, and right now it's at 236. That's almost a whole dollar that you're talking about. If you were to get in right now and just a hold steady, I get it. But anyhow, we got some other stocks that were working today. It's nice to see charts like that. Actually, before I get into bit mining, because I just threw something in bit mining just because I saw it was a little earlier, means nothing. But the stocks that were doing what they were supposed to be doing today. Hold up. Let me go to the 5K challenge. It was here, TerraWolf. Now, I've been working with TerraWolf since Friday, and they've been doing their thing. Now, it usually hangs around 310, 315, something like that. It's at $3 right now per share. But I was able to get into it, I'm going to say right there around, I'm going to say 293. 295. It was one of those, either 293, 295. I'm going to say 293. So I was able to get in there, and I knew it was going to go back up to 3. I was hoping it was going to go to like 310 or something like that, or 320, because if you go back over here to the 5th, it was nothing for it to hit like 323 on the 2nd. It was 291, but then it went up to 303 on the 5th. But between May the 1st and May the 2nd, it stayed between 319 and 320. So once I saw that drop to 293, I was like, all right, bet. And of course, it went up, but it didn't go all the way back up to where I wanted to. But it's fine because I was still able to take profit going from 293 to, I'm going to say, $3. Yeah, 293 to $3. So that wasn't bad. I got into it. I'm going to say, yeah, right there. That's about the time I went ahead and took profit. That $3 301 area right there. But that was cool. But I think for tomorrow, let's go back over here. I'm looking at some other ones. These are still good. Like, truthfully, if TerraWolf stays where it's at or goes lower, I'll probably jump back in just because they got a lot to make up at that 6.57% ratio. But at the same time, that bit mining, man. If tomorrow I wake up in the morning and it's at 171 or 174 or 173 or something like that, 176 okay, but sometimes it'll only go up as high as like 185. And I'm trying to get at least 10 cents out of it. So I want that thing to hit like the low, like 171 or 173 or something like that. And then I definitely jump on it. But there's some other things up here too besides that bit mining. XRP, for instance. Matter of fact, we'll do XRP last. Robinhood Markets. Now, this is, of course, if you're buying a large sum of this, but it hit 45.84 and then went up to 48. So that's over $1 right there in exchange. So you're talking about if you were to, let's just say, get 100 shares of this right there, that wouldn't have been bad. That would have been $100 in one day. And of course, that's 4,000 and some change, 4,700, but still, that's not bad for Robinhood Markets. But of course, XRP, this thing gets where I wanted to get at the wrong time. Like it went down to $2.11, but it was 11:40 a.m. I was probably getting lunch at work or something like that. But still, I'm still holding by. As soon as I see a zero next to that decimal point right there, oh, it's on. Like they haven't gotten down there yet. It's slowly going. It's like people keep on trying to buy more too early. Let this thing drop. It's at $2.13 right now. I got as low as $2.11. We want that at $2.10. After that is on, because it's gonna go back up. Even if it just goes up to where it started, $2.30 or $2.20. A 20-cent change in XRP isn't bad, and it's not hard to do either. We just got to let that thing keep dropping. So I'm looking at XRP. As soon as I see a zero on the other side of that decimal, oh yeah. But other than that, everything looks good. Even though the market looks bad for those, super rich people and everything. Down here with the regular folks, it's actually affordable for us to make some decent money off of it. So stay optimistic, and keep trading. And don't forget to like and don't forget to follow. This is Mike Dub 27 Trader, and I'm out. Deuces.